Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 4th through the 10th. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you stumble upon this video after the time frame that I mentioned, that's fine. You're going to find it when you were meant to, honey. Keep in mind it's a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate. Take what does and leave what doesn't. If you like the deck I'm using this week, just FYI, everyone who signs up and attends my tarot workshop in Phoenix, Arizona, June 18th, will receive your very own set. Okay, I'm going to include that for those of you who want to come learn how to read tarot cards intuitively. We're going to see what the messages are for the week ahead. And the first card that's coming up here is the Four of Wands. Now, some of you are shrieking with glee and joy, saying, I'm getting married. And that can be the case for some of you. I know a lot of you are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance. And for that reason, Four of Wands has gotten typecast as, you know, wedding. And, oh, there's wedding bells in your future. And there definitely can be for some of you. However, if you're new to this channel, in the weekly forecasts, I focus on everything other than love. I do a love reading once a month, and that's linked in the description of this video. But the Four of Wands, yes, for some of you, you might be manifesting marriage. It does sometimes come up in private readings for me to give someone reassurance that, hey, not only is there love on the horizon for you, but actual marriage. So that sometimes comes up as a reassurance. The other ways that the Four of Wands applies. Four of Wands can be some kind of celebration, some kind of party. It could be somebody else's wedding. It could be a birthday. It could be a family reunion. You may get invited to something this week. The event may not be for, I don't know, maybe a couple of months or something. But you may be receiving an invitation. And you may be tempted to say, oh, I'm not going to go. But the Four of Wands is like, hey, it's going to be good for you to go, right? You might make some lifelong connections there. I don't know why I just stuttered. You might make some lifelong connections there. You may meet some people that are going to be like soul family. You may just have a really great time, right? But it could be some kind of little link to some other situation or scenario that you don't want to miss out on. Now, the Four of Wands is also stability and security, long-term stability and security. And a lot of the times it can come up for me in my readings where you are not only feeling a sense of home, but a sense of friends who are like family or like community, like having a circle. Having a circle of people, having a circle of friends who feel like family. So this could be coming up for some of you as well. The Four of Wands basically is very good energy, very solid energy, very stable energy, okay? So feel free to allow yourself to accept invitations in the coming weeks and to get to know people and to create a sense of home for yourself. Because Four of Wands is long-term stability and long-term happiness. So having that come up is really good, especially that we're still kind of in that new moon energy that happened on the 3rd. Now your next card here is the World. Very nice, very happy card. And it's a major arcana card. So even though we're reading for the period of 7 days, we're setting the intention for a period of 7 days. Whatever's happening this week is going to be around for a while energetically for Capricorn. Major arcana cards come up when we're entering a new chapter of our life, a significant defining time. It's going to be a significant time in your life when the major arcana cards come up. And the World card is very positive energy, right? It tells us that you're done with any kind of karmic cycles. You've learned whatever karmic lessons you were meant to learn. You're never going to have to repeat those lessons ever again. Now is a time of coming out of your shell, being seen, being appreciated, being celebrated. There could even be an element of travel for some of you, okay? An element of travel, an element of just feeling free. And for me, a lot of the times when the World card comes up, there's a sense or a feeling of being comfortable in your own skin, like loving yourself and being comfortable with you in your own skin in the here and now. And the world card, like some readers can see it as you might be receiving some kind of attention online, like a video going viral, or people sharing your posts and you getting a lot of attention, or an online business really taking off and becoming very successful. However, the world card for me can sometimes come up, and I keep getting nudged to say this, so I'm sure it's going to apply for some of you. The world card can sometimes come up for me because Spirit is saying that you're trying to manifest some things right now, but you're manifesting them almost like you're seeing it happening in an alternate universe. You're trying to manifest it by visualizing it. So you might sit there and daydream and visualize the things you're wanting to manifest. But the way that you're doing it is you're putting it very far away from you, because in those visualizations or manifestations, you're imagining this alternate version of yourself. You're not seeing it happen for who you are right now. You're creating this version of yourself, and then you're seeing this live. So essentially you're telling the universe, don't give me these things. Don't give me these blessings until I earn it. And the way I'm going to earn it is I'm going to be this version of myself. So until I'm looking this way or acting this way or whatever it is, like, don't give it to me until I'm that person. You have to see the things happening for you, who you are right now, because you're deserving right now. You're just as deserving as now as, any future version of yourself. So some of you need to have a relationship with yourself now, instead of I'm gonna love myself and be confident when I'm this other version of me. You kind of have to work on embracing the here and now and manifesting in the here and now, because there's nothing wrong with you right now, right? We all have things we want to change or things that we think would be improvements, and we can work towards those things. But there's no reason to put our life on hold until we're that version of ourselves. And sometimes we don't realize, but we put our manifestations on hold until we're some other version of ourselves. So something to think about, Capricorn. Meditate on that and ask yourself, are you doing that on autopilot? Are you doing that subconsciously without even realizing? You're deserving right now. The next card that's coming up for you guys is the Seven of Swords. So Capricorn, I am going to say this. If you are working on some kind of project, be very cautious who you're sharing the information with. Okay? Because you might have people that are trying to steal your ideas and then try to beat you to it. They might go try to pitch it or sell it and leave you out of it, cut you out of it. They might tell you that what you're doing is stupid or it's not a good idea, and they might discourage you from it. And then what do? You give up on it, and then they take that idea and they go and they make money off of it. So be very cautious what you're sharing with other people, especially having the World card here. Sometimes the World card can be the internet, as I said. And I know that there's a lot of groups out there, online, where you can share your music or your art or your writing, and you can get people to vote on it and say, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is it good? Is it not good? I know some of you might feel like this is a good way for you to get feedback and to grow, but you might want to be careful of sharing your things on those kinds of platforms, because some of you do have people who are going to try to claim your work. That they're going to try to, take it because they saw it online, and they're going to try to get it published, or they're going to try to get it, sold or pitched or whatever, and make money off of something that you did. So, what you're doing is gold here. You want to protect your gold. You don't want to just wave it around for anybody to take. So be cautious what you're sharing with others. You might be putting way too much on the table. Okay, and you might just be a very honest, very sincere person, and you would never do that to somebody else. So it doesn't cross your mind that somebody would do that to you. So just be very careful what you're sharing with others. Those of you in a work situation, there may be even if you haven't been in this job for a long time, even if it's new, there may be a lot of positive talk about you behind closed doors that you don't know about. The higher ups with this Four of Wands, this World card here, they may be saying very positive things about you, like, whoa, Capricorn really is amazing. Like, we need to move Capricorn up, or we need to do something. I feel for some of you, they might even have an idea or a plan of having you head a new department or something that you don't even know about, that doesn't even exist yet. And other people who are gossipy people, they know what's going on, right? That they're constantly, in that gossip, and so they know that, oh, they're planning on having this department, or you know what, they're gonna want to promote Capricorn, or they're gonna, try to train Capricorn for something. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what they're planning about you or saying about you behind closed doors. But these people that have their nose in everything, they know what's happening behind the scenes, and now they're jealous. Now they don't want you to have that success. So Seven of Swords says be careful and be cautious of anybody trying to sabotage you or make you look bad in any kind of way. In a work, and I'm not saying this to be negative, but in a work situation, say somebody is giving you an assignment and they're telling you do X, Y, and Z. You have to cover your butt in this situation. You have to have things in writing, keep record. So I would follow it up with an email and say, hey, so and so, thanks for going over this assignment with me. So I'm just sending this email to confirm that per our conversation, I'm going to go ahead and do XYZ just like you asked, and I'm going to have it turned in by whatever date they told you, whatever time they told you, right? And go ahead and send that email. Even if they don't write back, just send it. Then when you turn it in, hey, I left it on your desk. Here's an attachment in case you want an electronic copy, or just things that you can do to show record that this is what the person told you to do. You turned it in. This is where you put it. Have your paper trail in this way. Don't be surprised if later on somebody comes at you all upset and says, Capricorn, why did you do this? Why did you turn it in like this? We never do it this way. Oh, well, so-and-so told me to do it that way when they trained me or when they gave me the assignment. And that person's going to come in and say, oh, no, Capricorn, why would I say that? That's not how we do it. I would never say that. It's not my fault if that's what you understood. Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry I misunderstood you, but I did send that email and I told you that's what I thought you said. Here, let me print it out for you, right? Per our conversation, I'm going to go ahead and do X, Y, and Z. That's what I understood. I followed up with you. I didn't hear back from you. You didn't write me back, so I thought everything was fine and I thought I understood you correctly. That way you're covering your behind. Okay? One more thing and I'll move on. I'll just give you an example. Back when I used to work with lawyers and I was a paralegal, it was my job to put trial binders together. So in the trial binder, you have to have all the different things that get filed with the court. Like the other guy's attorney files a pleading. So then you have to have the pleading, then you have to have your attorney's response to the pleading, and then the other attorney's response to your attorney's response. And so these pleadings have several pages. So I went and I had everything on the desk, and I went back in the morning the next day to put it in the binder, and something told me, something was like, girl, go through the pages of the pleadings, just make sure all the pages are there. The pages were all there, but they were all out of order. So if you went to look at the document, it would be page 7, then it would be page 3, then it would be page, 11, and it was all out of order. Could you imagine if I had sent that out like that? Oh my gosh, I would be in so much trouble. They were in order the night before. Somebody came in early in the morning or stayed late that night and thought that they were going to sabotage me. So check your work. I'm not trying to be negative, but these are very positive cards. And sometimes people can't deal with it when somebody else is shining. They can't deal with it when somebody else is going to succeed. So you need to check your work. Yeah, those of you who are in a work environment, check your work, double check your work, follow up conversations you had with emails. It's gonna save you a lot of headache in the future if you can do that. The next card that's coming up for you guys is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is hard work that pays off. Seven of Pentacles in terms of time frame also lets you know that this is the kind of thing that's going to take some time. So just be patient in the meantime. I know people hate to hear the word be patient. However, if you're planting an oak tree, that oak tree is not going to grow in 3 days. It's going to take time. So you have to have reasonable expectations in terms of growth. But Seven of Pentacles says that hard work is paying off for you. You will have a harvest. You will be able to collect on your efforts. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign, or it might just add some extra information. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, you can schedule by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite. There's a link in the description of the video that will take you to the scheduling page, where you can also sign up for the workshop in Phoenix on June 18th for those of you who would like to attend. It'll be a full day of training. You will get your own little workbook that I'm putting together and a deck of cards, and we're going to go over intuition and having a tarot business and all that great stuff. So hopefully I can see some of you all there. Love readings for April are linked in the description as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Take care and be well, my dears.